I've let you all down. This is a woman's hat. For the last 2 years, I've been wearing a woman's hat. I felt it in my own DNA. I felt the femininity bubbling up. I felt myself connected to moon cycles. That's called a period if you don't know. And I just want to apologize to everyone that I let down for wearing a woman's hat. I will continue, however, to wear this woman's Ariat hat. I don't even know what I thought it was. I thought it said Ariana Grande. It doesn't. I thought it was an empowering. It actually is a woman's hat, and I'm just gonna go with it. But we have a lot of requests for. Yes, that is a Chewbacca blowing a bubble. We have a lot of requests for a library review. Show me your books. Show me what you got under that hood in that library. And I said, yes, I'm going to show you. You ready? Are you ready? All right. So things are a little out of order still. Over here, tucked off, as the rappers say, tucked off, right? You Bay Area rappers, tucked off in the corner, we got some kind of random conspiracy material, right? We got your JFK stuff, we got your David Oaks, we got your Illuminatus trilogy, just kind of random stuff that overflowed on the Geopolitics shelf. So we got some Vatican, Wim Hof, Jesuit stuff right here. Coming down, we got a little bit of fiction. You got your Orwell and all of that. Again, this is all in overflow, so it's all out of whack. And then we've got more of the geopolitical sphere. This is fiction and actually should be here. And a lot of these we've done in the Global Elites book series. So if you haven't, for example, heard my analysis of Brave New World, definitely check that out. If you haven't heard my analysis of weaponizing anthropology, right? A lot of those we got to get to this one. We did Bernays propaganda. We got to do All Boys, right? We got to do Secret Team. These are some of the classics. We got more geopolitical espionage stuff. More and more of that. You've heard me mention Exquisite Corpse. Here's that. We got some Sutton, right? Wall Street Bolsheviks. And we got some more geopolitical stuff and fiction down here. We got some of that Dugan. Dugan. Coming up here, we got biblical studies. And this is all over the place. A lot of Protestant commentaries that I still have from my earlier Protestant days, but a lot of those are still relevant. This is the apocalypse shelf here. We got everything dealing with end times and apocalypse, the dating of Revelation. We got more commentaries. We got textual studies, more and more commentaries, Protestant commentaries, all the way down. And then the bottom row, we got many, many, many biblical versions, right? NAS, KJV, more biblical commentaries. We got a giant Catholic commentary. We got books on exegesis and hermeneutics on that shelf. Kind of up here. This was really cool. I got a hold somehow. Old preacher man died, and I bought his entire library of commentaries. This is an Anglican commentary set, which is really good on the entire Bible. I think I got that for like $100, something like that. But really cool to get that. We got more kind of random stuff, more of the Barnes commentary, Works of Josephus. Then I got the 8-volume Shaft set of church history. Now, this is not the church fathers said. This is the Shaft set of church history. And then we got some random kind of out of place stuff, more biblical commentaries that I happened upon. I think I got these from that preacher too. Calvin's commentaries, which are kind of out of whack. I've got the whole set, but they're kind of all over the place. So we got Calvin's commentaries, still more commentaries. This is loosely speaking, 2 shelves of just apologetic texts. We got stuff dealing with presuppositionalism, some papal stuff. And then we got creation, evolution on the bottom row. Creation Evolution debates. Got my boomer chair. Move my boomer lawn chair out of the way. And of course, we got the shaft, Church Father set. Now, I have the full set, but the reason that this top row is empty is because it's all been moved to, some of the volumes are moved because I'm in the middle of writing a book. So we got academic texts, we got Church Fathers, we got, this begins Orthodox row here, just kind of random stuff. Another row of patristics and Orthodox studies, and then another row of patristic and Orthodox studies, but a lot of liturgical related stuff down there. Over here is Roman Catholic materials. Again, this is also overflowing. So we got a bunch of random trad junk stuff stuffed up there. We got a bunch of sort of all over the place Roman Catholic stuff. We got Aquinas' Catena. We got the Summa. We got the really expensive 2-volume set on the councils. We got the full gifted to me Byzantine set by Norwich. And then down there we got more Calvinist, random Protestant stuff. And then the bottom row is cults and occult type stuff, but specifically from the conspiracy perspective. In there we got a whole bunch more books that are just kind of random overflow. We got some C.S. Lewis, Umberto Eco, all kinds of stuff. Even some recent new texts I got a hold of, Murder Inc., Mafia Spies, about CIA, which I'm looking forward to, and a couple other conspiracy texts. Here we got our philosophy. Over on the philosophy, we got, it's kind of out of whack. We got a lot of Renaissance and ancient stuff. So the top row is kind of ancient Greeks, this kind of stuff. I loosely tried to organize it, but it's way out of whack. Then here we got texts that I used in grad and undergrad. So you got your Kant texts, and you got your, I think there's some Hegel up in there, classics of Western philosophy, medieval stuff, medieval philosophy. Then we got kind of perennial texts. We got Schuon, and we got Sherrard, and then we got Joseph Campbell and all that kind of stuff. Eliade, Evola. We got some of the Masonic philosophy over here. Obviously, I'm not a Mason. I just have the text. So we got Morals and Dogma and Nellie P. Hall. We got Enlightenment. We got Phenomenology, Husserl, Heidegger. Then we got Enlightenment stuff down here. We got some Hegel. We got a little kilt for a tiny Scottish man. We got Enlightenment stuff. What else? We got Phenomenology, some of the classics of Western philosophy, critical theory, Habermas, Adorno, etc. And then we got more overflow down here of random stuff, Marxism. Now, this is a more important shelf right now because this is my in process writing the book shelf. And so everything on this shelf is kind of organized according to the book I'm writing. So we got Neoplatonic stuff, Maximus. We got another whole shelf of important Orthodox studies, another shelf of important Orthodox studies. Then we got more Roman Catholic materials down here, and then Protestant materials on the bottom. Then, of course, we got our Geopolitics and Espionage shelf, which is top row, all that kind of stuff. Global Elites book series right here. If you don't know, we've done lectures through about 40 or 50, almost 50 of these global elite texts on this row, writings of the elite themselves. And then we got even more of that down here. So if you want easy access to all of this treasure trove of knowledge, you need to go to Jay's Analysis and subscribe. I mean, who else is going to be covering Klaus, Frito Capricorn, Millennium, Charles Galton Darwin, Brzezinski, Kessler, Salk, DARPA, UNESCO, CIA memoirs, Quigley's classics, right? Attali, Bertrand Russell, Malachi Martin, Rockefellers. I mean, this is just a trove. So avail yourself. Go to Jay's Analysis and subscribe. Now, there's a whole other room of junk books, which is almost as as much as this room, but Those are all kind of junky texts, but this is what you want right here.